Come va gente? What's up, people? I'm Taylor, and you're tuned in to the Outbreak series podcast, number 14. The podcast where I track the coronavirus or COVID 19 and its spread throughout the U.S. and into my state of West Virginia. So let's get to the numbers. All right. In the United States of America, confirmed cases of the coronavirus has now surpassed 1 million cases. Deaths from the coronavirus, over 56,000, with the hotspot, and I've combined New York and New Jersey. Those two states have a total of 409,000 combined cases of the coronavirus, with a combined total of 28,000 deaths, and still climbing. Virginia, the state right next door, 13,500 cases with 458. Virginia has not hit its peak yet. I have some friends there who I've been communicating with that say, the worst is yet to come in Virginia. My hometown of D.C. holding steady. 3,890 confirmed cases with 185 deaths. It's pretty darn good for D.C. And then West by God, Virginia, 1,063 confirmed cases with 36 deaths. Just found out today we had the first confirmed case in Pocahontas County. And then, for those of you that don't know Pocahontas County, it's very rural. It's way out there. Way out there. So, it's been 5 weeks since I started this podcast, if you can believe it. In the beginning, the very first podcast I did was on March 17th, I believe. West Virginia had 0 cases, 0 confirmed cases. And at that time, West Virginia was the only state with 0 cases in the United States of America. Well, the day after, I did another podcast on the 18th. At that time, West Virginia had its first case. In the United States, on the 18th, about 5 weeks ago, there were about 6,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus with 100 deaths. So, 5 weeks later, we've had over 1 million confirmed cases in 5 weeks with over 56,000 deaths in just 5 weeks. This is certainly an epic pandemic, and it's not over. There are some states beginning to try to get things back to normal. They're reopening businesses. Georgia is the one state that's in the spotlight right now. It's a test study. Everyone's watching. So Georgia, the governor, he gave the go-ahead for people that own hair salons, nail salons, tattoo parlors, restaurants, theaters to reopen. Despite warnings from the CDC and top scientists, Georgia's going forward. They're doing the thing. I have a good friend in Georgia. He owns a barber shop. He's decided not to reopen for the safety of his customers, and I don't blame him one bit. I mean, imagine if your business was the business that started the beginning of another outbreak. It was all traced back to your business. In the long term, that would be bad for your business. Hey man, better be safe than sorry, okay? So we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. Other states as well are opening their economies. But Georgia is the main test subject right now. So Just a little news, and thank goodness for this news. Trump pulled the plug on the coronavirus task force briefings that were held every single day at the White House. Wow. What a circus they were. He got some backlash after he suggested the possibility of injecting things like bleach, some other, and to treat coronavirus, and made some other ignorant remarks as well. The thing is, there's people out there that hear that may actually do it. So, not cool. But at least for now, the task force briefings are no more. So, antibody testing has been going on in New York, the epicenter of the pandemic here in the United States. So, we have some initial numbers here. And so far in New York, 15% of all test groups, 15% of the people in all the groups that have been tested using the antibody test, which those tests show if you've had the coronavirus or not. 15% of the people tested have had the coronavirus and didn't realize it, or realized it and couldn't get tested. So many are saying that the coronavirus was floating around a long time ago, which I do believe. The thing about the antibody tests, but what we don't know right now is if these antibodies can neutralize COVID-19, how long they last, if they last a year, 2 years, 3 years, a lifetime. Antibodies work different for each sickness, each disease. They work different depending on the person, and they can affect the level of sickness that you get. So still a lot of unknowns there, but at least we've taken the initial steps to get the ball rolling on that. So that's good news. Good news. So, what does the future hold? A lot of unknowns. So our children are out of school for the remainder of the year. Doctors, scientists, experts are warning that possibly there could be another spike of COVID-19 in the fall. And if you pair that with flu season, it could be really bad. So, are the kids going to go back to school in the fall? How long are we going to have to practice social distancing? Is this a lifetime thing that, we're going to have to do this for the rest of our lives? Masks? We don't know. We don't know right now. No more Greenbrier Classic. That's the golf tournament that Jim Justice brought to my little city of White Sulphur Springs. The golf tournament that I went to every single year. I got Tiger Woods' autograph. A great, great thing for this community is no longer. And who knows if we'll get another tournament or what's going on with that. That's sad news for sure. Speaking of our governor, Jim did a good job handling the outbreak in this state. All right, I'll give him that. He did a good job, okay? But I still cannot forget him switching up When he ran for governor, he was a Democrat, and then he switched up to Republican. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't even know how that's legal. So I got love-hate for Jim. But he did do a good job managing the coronavirus epidemic in this state of West Virginia. The Callaway Tour, which is a tour that my son's going to participate in. He's 10 years old. He's a fantastic golfer. Unbelievable. Apparently, they still want to go forward with the Callaway Tour, which the first tournament is actually at the Greenbrier on one of their courses on May 26th. So I'm kind of wondering how that's going to work. So we have to start practicing. Haven't played much golf this year. But he's the natural. He's the man. So we'll see what happens with that. And let's not forget about the 56,000 plus deaths that have happened over the course of the last 5 or 6 weeks. And how we could have possibly prevented many of those. And every single death is a person. It's a mother, it's a father, it's a sister, it's a brother, it's a friend. And that death affects many others. So many people have been affected by this shit. Don't forget, alright? Don't get too complacent. You just never know. I mean, I may sound a little paranoid, but like I said, I'm trying to protect my children, my mother that has cancer, my dad, he's in his 80s, myself, my friends, until we get some definite positive news on this virus. So don't get too complacent. Stay on point. Stay educated, okay? I think that's all I got. Oh. During my last podcast, I was almost out of hand sanitizer. And I was using a bandana for a mask each time I went to the store. So somebody heard me. And actually 2 people heard me. And I really appreciate it. So I have a bunch of hand sanitizer. Thank you so much. You know who you are. I really appreciate it. Also, masks. This is a KN95 mask. These are the good ones here. Then we also have these other masks. So I got a package full of masks from Pops. He didn't forget. Pretty sure he got them from the VA in DC. So thank you all. I appreciate it. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Trying to get it rolling. I know I've been slacking a little bit. But like I said, I've been busy, you know, doing the social distancing, the sheltering at home, all that stuff. So comment down below if you have anything. Definitely subscribe. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.